Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and today I'm going to show you how to make this Fortnite Boogie Bomb cake. Now this was a suggested video by so many people on my live stream, I just had to make it, even though I hate working with fondant. But you guys are great, thank you so much for the suggestion. We're going to have some fun making this thing. Not only are we going to have a lot of fun making it, but see what happens when I get served this Boogie Bomb cake. Also, make sure you're following me on Twitter at FunFoodsYT because I'm going to do a special little giveaway only to my Twitter followers. So if you're not following me on Twitter, you're going to miss out. For right now, keep watching and let's have some fun making some Boogie Bomb cake. Now the first thing we need to do is start by making our cake, and you can do this by using a box recipe if you prefer. I'm going to do this all from scratch. Really simple recipe. I'm starting off with a half a cup, which is 1 stick of butter that's softened at room temperature, 1 cup of sugar, a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We just need to cream this all together to begin with. When that's nicely creamed together, we're just going to add 2 large eggs and 1 cup of milk. Now that that is done, we're going to move this aside and work on our dry ingredients. So in a medium bowl, I have 1 3/4 cups of flour. I'm going to add to that 1 teaspoon of baking soda and a dash of salt. And just whisk this up until all that's well combined. And then the trick to make this a dense cake but yet a moist cake is vanilla pudding. You just take 1 package of vanilla pudding, enter it in here, and whisk that in. Now we can come back to our wet ingredients and we can add in our dry ingredients to our wet. And I'm just gonna pour it all in at once and mix it through. Next thing we need to do is prepare our baking pans. And the baking pans I'm using for this is this round mold. It comes in 2 different ones, 2 halves, and you bake them separately and then we'll join them at the end. Now if you can't get a hold of these, I'll put a link in the description below where you can get a hold of one of these baking pans. To prepare our baking pans, I just have a stick of butter and I'm going to line the pans with that butter. Really good, butter it really good. When that's all lined up, just take some flour, put a little bit in there, and you can kind of just tap it around until it's coated nicely. Now you just want to fill your half circles up with our batter. And we're going to put them in the oven at 350 degrees. And I don't know how long it's going to take, but you have to check it by sticking a wooden skewer through it to make sure it's baked all the way through. I'll let you know the total time at the end. Now we're going to make our little colorful decorations that's going to go around our Boogie Bomb. Start off with a large or medium saucepan, and we're going to add to that 1 cup of sugar, a half a cup of water, and a 1/4 cup of light corn syrup. Just take this, bring this over to the stove. We want to heat it up until it gets to 300 to 310 degrees Fahrenheit. Now just turn on your heat, put it on medium high, and mix this up. Alright, so it's reached 310 degrees, so I'm going to turn my heat off. Okay, so we have to work quickly here before this starts to harden up. I'm going to divide this so it'll have 2 different colors, and I just want a little bit in another container. I'm using a heat-proof container, very important. For this one, I'm going to make pink, so I'm going to put a drop or 2 of pink food coloring in here. And this one, I'm going to do teal blue. Mix this up. And likewise, mix that up. Now, I have one of these ice cube trays. Now, it's plastic, but the bottom part is silicone. Only use this if you're using the silicone part. I'm only going to make it very thin, and it's not going to come up to the plastic. So, what I'm doing is I'm going to pour our pink quickly before it hardens up, which it's starting to. into that. Put a good amount. It's just going to cover the bottom part. And these are going to be our little decorative things that we're going to put around our cake when it's all done. Alright, so after about an hour, your cakes should be ready. Just stick a toothpick or a wooden skewer through to make sure that they've cooked thoroughly. If it comes out clean, it's good. Let these sit and cool off completely before we move on to the next step. Now that our cakes have cooled down completely, what I'm going to do is remove them from their cake pans here. You may have to take something and go down in there and loosen it up. There we go. After you get your cakes out, you'll notice that you'll have an uneven spot right here. And you can just cut this with a sharp knife. Now what I'm going to do right here is put a rough coat of frosting on our cake. But before I do that, I'm going to take a little bit of the frosting and put right in the middle of a dish. This is just a temporary dish that we're going to be using just for a rough coat. Now I'm going to put the bottom part down on that, and that frosting is going to help hold it in place. And I'm going to add some frosting right in the middle here. And after you have it all smoothed out, now just take this, put this in the refrigerator for at least 30 to 60 minutes. Now that our crumb coat is on the cake, it's in the refrigerator chilling out. Next, we're going to make some Rice Krispie treats because I'm going to use that as the top part of our Boogie Bomb. So to do that, just have a large saucepan, add 3 tablespoons of butter to that. Bring this over to the heat. We're going to heat this up until this butter melts, and then we're going to add a package of our marshmallows. And then once that melts, we'll add in 6 cups of Rice Krispie treats. Alright, so I've let my Rice Krispie treats cool down enough to where I can handle it. I'm going to be using these gloves just so it makes it easier so it doesn't stick to my hands as much. And I'm also going to spray my hands with some cooking spray. And just rub them together. This is just going to help us a little bit so it doesn't stick as much. It's still going to stick, but not as bad. Now I've also pulled out my cake and just to use it as a guide to see about how big I want to make these. Now I'm going to grab me a good handful of this. I have a non-stick baking mat here. And first thing I'm going to do is kind of form this into sort of a circle, a half circle. I'm just going to use my cake here as the guide and press it in. We need to make the handle that kind of goes out and down. And that's going to be the tough part because we're going to make it separate and then attach it. Once you do that, just set this aside. We want that to harden up a bit, then it'll be easier to handle. Now for this step, I'm going to be using some fondant, and we're going to be using black fondant. I do suggest you use store-bought fondant for this because to make your own fondant and get it the color black really dark, it's really hard to do. But first we're just going to start off by kneading this a little bit. And then we're going to roll it out nice and thin. Now that our fondant is rolled out nice and thin, I'm going to bring our cake back and we're going to cover this cake with that fondant. There we go. Kind of work it in. This is the hard part when you're working with something round and fondant. You can just cut around the base of this. Now I'm also going to cut a little bit around the top part here because we're going to join up our other part, which I haven't decorated yet, to this. And don't worry about it because the part of this is going to be gray anyway. Now this is going to join up with this, but I'm going to cover most of that with black fondant before I do that, just to make it easier. Now just bring back our cake and kind of press it down and attach it. Now I'm using something to hold this. The rolling pin seems to be the perfect size until it firms up. I've also decided to roll out our little pull pin. If you have a problem with your fondant sticking to other fondant, just use a little bit of water and rub it on there. Now what we're going to do is actually cut these into little panels, and I just decided to do it while it's still on there. I could have cut the panels and pasted them on individually. Now if you remember earlier we made our little hard candy, well I'm going to use that to go onto one of these panels right here. So I'm going to peel off the one black panel. So now we're just going to take our pull pin and we can attach it right to where the pull pin goes. And that's it. That is our Boogie Bomb cake that you guys recommended me make. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty darn good. Well, now it's time for the taste test. I'm going to dig right on into the side here. I'm going to like cut off a piece of this cake. Here we go. Let's try out our Fortnite Boogie Bomb cake. It's good. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this Fortnite Boogie Bomb cake. It was a lot of fun making this. Thank you to all those people who suggested I make this cake. It was a lot of fun doing this. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also, hit that big red subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to get new videos all the time. Make sure you hit the little bell notification so you know when I get those videos. If you really enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend or a family. Also, check out some of the videos I have off to the side. I think you may enjoy those as well. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter because I might be doing a little giveaway on there. So until then, I'll see you next time.